Hi all, welcome to the CA classroom for the expected questions for CA Inter Corporate Law for November 23 exams. We have an amazing 75% accuracy in the last 8 attempts. Let's look at some feedbacks before we actually go into the pattern of what's happening here and how this actually works. This is not some random prediction based on gut feeling. It's a trend analysis where we've broken down chapters into subtopics of how it's been tested from May 18 till the latest May 23 exam. Let me just show you a few feedbacks of the previous May 23 attempt. There was one student who put over there on YouTube that he did not study General Clause Act and interpretation of statutes. He just saw this list and the exact same thing came in the question paper and he thanked for it. There were a few other students who said 50% came from this, almost 50-60% came from this. Now, what are we actually doing here? What are we actually doing here? I've put down every question that has been tested from May 18 till the latest attempt. For example, let's take the chapter of prospectus, unit 3 of Companies Act. And now if I see prospectus chapter from May 18, I've plotted down subtopic wise what has been tested and what has not been tested for all the last 8-9 attempts. And then I've seen that, okay, in the last 4 attempts, 3 times this question, misstatement in prospectus has been tested 3 out of the last 4 times. That means other areas like private placement has not been tested for the last 3 attempts continuously. So now if you go to the expected questions that we have over here in prospectus chapter, I've mentioned, hey, private placement is long due. Like section 447, fraud is amended but never tested. So I marked it as important. Look at section 2728, not tested for a very, very long time. So I've marked it as important. Let me show it to you for one more chapter. Let's go to, let's say, other laws for your satisfaction. So if we go to other laws, if you take other laws over here, General Clause Act, and if you look at the trend of how it's been tested from May 18, it's so beautiful, guys. People skip this chapter, but if you see, hardly any questions have been repeated. As you keep going attempt by attempt, what is being tested? Look at this. What is being tested? The graph is going downwards. That means every time they are testing only untested new questions. Even the latest attempt, they tested a concept called official gazette, which was never tested before. And it was part of our expected question also. And if you look at this, so what is there in? If I see the expected questions for General Clause Act this time, I have put all the concepts over here, which is important and never tested. For example, definition of document. Okay, so these are the things which I have put over here. Also, apart from this, I've added those things which are important, already tested, can repeat, like good faith, immovable property, and a few other things. So this is what we've been doing it here. Even interpretation of statutes, this time, what's important is mentioned over here, comparing with the pattern of what's coming in the past. The same pattern, if you see, interpretation of statutes, also a few concepts are being tested, but largely, if you see, only new concepts are being tested, which is untested ever. For example, doctrine of contemporary expositor has never been tested. Now it's been tested. So like this, I have done an analysis for every single chapter. If you want to see for deposits, if you see deposits, in the last attempt, they asked what is not a deposit, what is not a deposit, and they asked deposit from public procedure in the attempt before that. So in my deposit expected question, I will be having predominantly procedure from public because that was not been tested for quite some time. This is what we've been doing for every chapter. Similarly, for preliminary, I mentioned dormant company definition because it's never been tested. Okay, so this is how the expected question comes. Whatever is not yet been tested, plus few important things which is tested but can repeat. For example, Section 8 company amendments, long pending, so it will be tested. Now, how do you get this entire list and what's the way forward? Let's look at the actuals of our prediction in the last few attempts from Jan 21 31 marks came out of 90, 44 out of 92, 45, 45. And the last two attempts, fortunately, 51 out of 92 and 60 out of 92. I wouldn't say it's luck. It's just that we're getting better in guessing what's going to come in our exam. And now giving you one information and thing about free classes and how you can join. So one disclaimer before I go, please don't study only this. Like the student in the feedback, fortunately for him, he skipped 2 chapters and he studied only this and it came in exam, but might not always work. So please try to study as much as possible. There is a lot of content I'm giving for free. A lot of free classes like other laws revision, accounting standards revision, and a lot of revision class I'm giving for free. How do you get these classes? In the description of this video, there is a Telegram group and a WhatsApp group link. If you join that group and join the community, I will keep sharing updates of a lot of classes for the next, all your inter and final everything. And also, since it's the last attempt, I take classes for CA Inter Accounts, Advanced Accounts and Law at very, very nominal pricing of just 1,000 to 1,500 per subject. The classes are available on the website, the caclassroom.com. You can go and purchase them. Demo is also available in the website and the description of this video. You can check it out. A lot of videos I'll keep sharing in the community as well. Few important topics, amendments, RPP discussions, all of that will also be coming over there. So this is about it. And how do you get this PDF? That's what you're waiting for. Again, check out the description of this video. All the relevant links are there. And even in the WhatsApp group, if you join, you will get the link for the description over there, for the PDF over there in the WhatsApp group and Telegram group. So thank you so much, guys, for taking your time and all the best for the exams. And one last time, let's make it happen again. And if it happens in exams, just pour your comments once the exams are done of how this was helpful for you. Thank you so much. Thank you so much, guys. All the very best for exams.